I'm pretty happy with this one, but it would cap it off, really, wouldn't it? If we got Astro.
Yeah, it would be everything I wanted. Oh, is this Silent Hill 2?
Oh, look at this. It's Silent Hill 2 stuff.
I was just... It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for Silent Hill.
I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with
That's that place from that game.
It's Angela. She's in the game, and she looks like
We'll say
an
they somehow
anime
managed to make
character.
this look like a PS2 game and a modern game simultaneously. I'm not quite sure how they did that.
Kind of a chubby face.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I was wrong. They are showing Silent Hill 2 stuff. Perhaps there'll be even more to it in the transmission right after. I'm going to have to watch this again on something other than a lot of focus on Angela and James' interactions. But yeah, I'm going to have to see this again on something other than my tiny phone screen. But
Be scarier in VR. Just say it would. This is the first time we've got a release date for it.
I believe the team were quite vocal, weren't they, about the last trailer, not being happy with it.
Yeah.
Capcom announced this next
The way it
game last
showcased the
December,
game. I think
offering
they were
just
public
a
about
glimpse
it.
of what's in store for their celebrated.
yeah, I don't know.
Today, I am
Yeah,
so excited to share the first full gameplay trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Dude, Monster Hunter Wilds. Only it was VR. It's not like a broken record here on the street. Yeah, I could have done without 10 minutes of Concord. But,
So before we get to the full
Jesus Christ.
Konami transmission showcase with more Silent Hill
If it was like a
2
single player
remake,
Guardians of the Galaxy style thing, but that art
what'd you
style, I'd
think?
be like, hell yeah. If it was VR, I'd be like, hell yeah, but
you were watching that little bit
so
of
what
the
you're
new
saying is
Silent
we're
Hill 2
happy with
remake.
Concord, so you found out what kind
We
of
finally
game
got to look at
it is.
Angela. No Eddie though.
the first, 2 minutes, I
Will
was
they show
really
Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's Maria. We haven't got to look at her yet. Or Mary, really, other than on that poster artwork. Oh.
impressive.
I'm looking at somebody else's video. It's a little ad. There it is, Astrobot. Come on, hurry up.
Oh, right. I mean, that's got to be what's next, right? Is this the final one?
Maybe.
Come on.
Leo, where are you, Leo? Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm stunned.
Okay, all is forgiven, Sony.
As promised, yeah. So there must be a Fennec Fox in our feet. Oh my God, that's so fast.
It's a Foxbot. Holy. Yes.
I'm gonna play this no matter what it comes to.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my God, it's another Astrobot game.
I was scared for a second it would just be like a fighter style flying game. But
Get off the
thank God.
screen, YouTube alert. Oh my gosh.
I don't want to make any music. I know, music's always going to be good in these games. I don't want to make any snap judgments, but it looks kind of like the gameplay of Rescue Mission. So it doesn't even seem like it's giving us the freedom that I was talking about. Right? Dude, this has to be
reason
VR.
why this couldn't. Yeah, I see no reason why it couldn't be.
Right? It looks like the levels are designed in the same very kind of straightforward way. I'm like holding my breath right now. My heart's racing.
Yeah. If they announce VR, it's going to be more of a sigh of relief than, yeah. Than like
Please say it's VR. Oh, the Raptorbot?
I love that Fennec Fox, man. Oh my God.
This is a celebration.
This is so great.
Do you know what would probably the biggest insult is not coming to PSVR2, but there's a PSVR2 in the game.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, there's the
If it is VR, I'm sure it's only going to be on PSVR2, which is
hell?
all the more motivated to get PS5 and PSVR2.
Oh, there's the bosses.
But I still really want to play the Astro's Playroom.
Expansion of Rescue Mission.
Oh my god.
That would be cool.
Okay, this wasn't 30 minutes. I thought it was, you know,
Seeing Astro
going on 36 minutes now.
As well. That was cool.
So good. Man. This is too much. This is too much. It needs to be VR, guys. It needs to be VR.
Show the fucking headset. There's a bloody aim controller in the back. Come on now. There's no VR there yet. There was no VR present on screen. I don't think so. Maybe not.
Doesn't say VR, probably because they know
I'll still be playing it though.
VR is still niche, and that's alright. I'm down for this though.
Number 6, PlayStation.
VR or non-VR.
Listen, thank God you addressed VR gamers. They can't end it that way. They just can't.
That was mind-blowing.
Store. Great new content coming to PlayStation Plus and much more.
Yeah, that was a mic drop by Sony.
They don't even say that it's significant. This is going down in chat as well. Darkwing Chuck, not Darkwing Chuck. Darkwing Chuck said the whole design is around the DualSense controller, which is that's a good point. Like all of the gameplay we saw there have been modeled.
I understand that.
Yeah, there's no way of tracking it with the headset.
Okay,
right?
I'm watching
But,
the Silent Hill 2 stuff on my larger screen now.
Or even have the DualSense be static and it doesn't need to be tracked. You can just have your head movement.
So I'm getting a better look.
Yeah,
I'm actually watching
it's
Nub
bittersweet, it looks
Zombie.
great,
He's
but-
replaying it.
Yeah, no VR.
God, why is... I don't like the HD collection. Why is everything so dark? Or
I mean, listen, that was a great show.
so drab and darker.
And ending with Astrobot. Listen, if we're PSVR2 gamers, these are the things that we like are very, very excited about. But like, that looks like a phenomenal game, even without VR support. I don't want to be the one to say obviously we still want it for PSVR2, but god damn, it looks so good. All the references they were showing, all the bosses that we're familiar with, like just the classic gameplay.
What's odd is
like it's gonna
they
be
gave
a great
Angela
game.
a chubbier face, but she's not
I
chubby.
do think it's even if it was designed around the DualSense controller, right? Like there's got to be a workaround. There's got to be a workaround somehow, right?
Yeah, that's the thing as well. I agree with you fully. Like when we're watching that trailer, thinking that the scale of this, there's no reason why it couldn't be on the headset. I don't really get it, but
Oh well.
and it's strangely
Line
like, one of
figures
my
crawling
dream
out from under a bus.
yesterday was that they would actually
Well, that was a little cool.
bring
I'll say that.
Rescue Mission from VR to flat screen. And obviously this isn't a direct port, but they've literally taken the bosses from Rescue Mission and brought it into this game, so they have actually brought it over. I mean, look, it's so joyful and everything, but the fact that there was no VR like acknowledgement anywhere, even when you
Yeah,
had
it's
all the
disappointing
peripherals,
that
I mean, I need to look
it's not
back,
going to
but
be
I'm pretty
VR.
sure when it was all laid out,
That we know of at the moment.
nothing.
Listen, the only thing they need to do is just say, "Hey, VR gamers, we didn't forget about you." Like, something like I don't know. I was 4 years in development and no.
I don't know, man. It's
just such a.
there's the very first shot for the Silent Hill stuff. There, I thought it was like more like Resident Evil. It looked more like something out of Resident Evil.
Hopefully, it was worth staying up for. Izzard with the 2 quid says, "Oh, I thought Behemoth was going to be a kart racer." Izzard with the 2 quid says, "Someone tip so we don't keep reading mine." Your tip was on the screen for a very long time. My apologies. We were very busy. Stop reading Izzard's tip, says Shapeshift. More of this game gap with €2. We've stopped. We're moving on. Well, we're getting to the bottom of the tips here. J-Mind, the Metal Game Panther with the level 3 membership says Astro looks VR-ish. Yeah, absolutely. It looks like Astrobot Rescue Mission. Like it looks like it's the same formula. And I really did think that was going to be true.
Oh, they're doing the shot where she's holding the knife
I am shocked.
in front of her face.
Shocked. Pietrek with the 12 plantain says PSVR2 hybrid RIP 2024.
I don't know. This is
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, she's got a chubby face, but she's not.
I
She's
don't
not
even know what to
chubby.
say. And then,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't even know what this.
Why do
Spy
the
with
character
22 tries.
models
I don't think I've seen that
look
before.
better in
Says,
that
oh, Sadno VR
in
looks
the
awesome
original
in Death
PS2
Stranding
game
5.
from
So I mean,
what
listen,
23 years ago?
we gotta definitely use whatever voice we have, as a community. This is something that's very important to all of us. We need them to find a way to implement this VR support.
I can already see it. People are going to
Yeah.
be dissecting
Yeah,
Angela.
I mean, that's all that needs to be
Or
said
look,
about it, really.
man.
Like, I see no reason why not, aside from that tracking thing.
But it's not the
But again,
graphical, like,
there's got to be workarounds.
quality.
And, I mean, I've just had a quick scan through. We had some great stuff in there. And
But it was the
as
artistic
everyone's been saying,
craftsmanship
after it looks like a great flat screen game.
that went into
And, yeah,
those
pretty good.
PS2 models
Jacob Hughes with the 2
for
grid
Silent Hill
follows up and says
2,
it
3,
wasn't
and
worth
4.
staying up for. Where was Metal Gear Solid Delta? I'm sure there's a ton.
I don't know. I just feel like
that could have been shown today.
Critical Drinker, he did that video about
GameCat Andrew
the
Eric
quote-unquote
with $2
uglification
says,
of women
Astro
in
watches
video
on my
games.
birthday. This has to come to VR.
It seems like they
cool, and
can
I'm in full support of it.
did
And
something like
Russell
that with
Webb
Angela
says
here.
nothing. Thank you very much. Obviously, when something goes out on the PlayStation,
Yeah, well,
play
okay, I don't care. Astrobot. We got Astrobot.
right? There are agreements.
That's the big win here.
You cannot fucking post this beforehand.
I was
So a lot
thinking
of
you
people
totally
feel
dropped the ball,
worried,
Sony,
making sure
but
that they
you
give
pulled it out
plenty
there
of
at the
time,
end.
that they don't piss Sony off, right? So
But PlayStation have even skipped over it. They posted all the others, just not that one. So it's interesting.
all right, based on the trailer.
Absolutely.
I will say, if
It's
they
the
make the
scale
town
of the
in this new
beasts.
Silent Hill 2 remake
Because there's always
explorable,
that
like in
thing, isn't there,
VR,
in VR is when you've got
and you
a
could
lot of
actually
close
go
war
into a lot of
combat
it,
and
that
you're
would be
on the
cool.
ground and you have big things in the sky. They usually
We were talking about this game, for the last year and a half.
Ooh, you ready for
I
all the
wonder
merch that Konami is going to push on us
Behemoths are
in the
really good.
transmission?
Is it going to also be Shadow of the Colossus-ish? And Sean writes, mountaintops loom in the distance.
But man, I'm
Wind
so
whips
happy about
across your ears,
Astrobot.
muffling the crunch of stone
Even if it's not
footsteps.
going
Then
to be in
you feel
VR,
a rumble beneath your feet,
which
rhythmic, growing. Vibrations rattle through your
really
legs.
head scratching. Like you got PSVR2, why not Sony?
Haptics in your headset. That's not what it says, but that's what it should say.
Non-VR
Skydance said a new. Is this a long
game,
article?
which
This is a long article. It's not that
sure
long.
likely the case.
Big. Bones of a once great
Okay, a little
civilization,
over 10
now
minutes
unforgiving terrains, mountains on the horizon, cash out.
till Konami transmission.
Your path any means necessary. Skydance Behemoth put a new twist on the signature physics-driven melee combat system.
Now I'm really interested to see what they're going to show for
Peter Ackman says,
the new movie.
Building on our work in the
We're going to see.
we have continued to push our core
Will we get Angela Eddie in the movie?
in a way that players should find satisfying.
They're not listed in the
Your foes
cast.
are not mindless zombies, they're skilled, strategic warriors. Stay on your toes, avail yourself of every
pulling on part of the behemoth with the grapple. It's going to be awesome.
But interesting that they made that all focused on
It's going to be wicked. But
interactions
I love that
with
the aim
Angela.
of the game is to find the behemoth hidden lair. They have a hidden lair. I would just like to see him walk and just follow him home. And then
Oh my god,
it
can
would
you
be
already
really
watch
hidden,
the
I don't know, maybe that is how
stuff
the
from
game
the
is. I
transmission
don't want to spoil it, but
right
I mean,
now?
that's very Shadow of the Colossus alone. Like, without even skill,
Oh boy.
just kind of like, it was so
Hold
rewarding
on,
as you go for like,
let me see.
it could be a long time between million VR game, Alien Rogue Incursion is a single player action or game.
Okay, I think now is when I will switch over.
High-tension shooter developed with Unreal Engine 5. Players will
Here we are. We've got nearly 5,000 people watching. Get the light chat off the screen. Good music. Here it is. It's happening.
皆さんこんにちは。サイレントヒルの情報をお伝えする番組サイレントヒルトランスミッションへようこそ。サイレントヒルシリーズのプロデューサーを務める岡本元です。前
Motoi
回は多
Okamoto.
くのタイトルの最新情報を一気にお届けしましたが、今回はサイレントヒル2についての情報にフォーカスした第2回目のサイレントヒルトランスミッションとなります。ぜひ最後まで配信をご覧ください。
Silent Hill 2, of course.
先ほどプレイステーションの配信番組でもサイレントヒル2の新たなトレーラーが公開されましたが、それとはまた別のゲームプレイ映像をご覧いただきたいと思います。
So this was a bit of a joint effort with Sony's State of Play. Just before this. The classic title. Fog-shrouded town of Silent Hill. Going by a little too quickly. Faithfully remade in the original vision.
Our special place. What could she mean?
An unforgettable journey into the dark recesses of
This
the
whole
human
town
mind.
was our special place.
There's Maria.
You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did.
Hey, some of that looks pretty good. Pretty darn good.
I got a letter.
Oh, but are they really going to have ash floating around in the air?
Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. Is she really alive?
Alright, this is gameplay. What is with James's walk animation? He moves so stiffly.
What is this?
Good level of realistic texture and detail on the streets with the puddles of water and everything.
Wait.
This is like right out of Resident Evil, the remakes. Ah, the radio. What's going on with that radio? Ah, so is this how he's gonna encounter the line figure for the first time? Inside here. And that line figure, I gotta say, does not look quite as good as the original. I think I was saying this with a lot of the monster designs. They look too clean. Good environmental details like the grass, the blades of grass, trees. The picture quality, though, is a little bit on the dark side, like the street scenes in the fog here. Nutrition supplement.
Where are you,
You
Mary?
could break a car window to get that. I don't know, the gray tones are just, they're so drab and dreary that you're still picking up, reading notes. Oh, it's Laura. This scene.
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait! How do you know her name?
And these, Laura plays the piano there. Brookhaven.
Where did she go?
I don't know.
Maria.
Let's look around.
I gotta say, I kind of dig her outfit here. It's a little different, but I like it.
This place feels so empty. More than the other places we've been.
Sunlight seeping through. What's with the sunlight? Or light from something. We're gonna actually have the sun, daylight in Silent Hill in this game depicted. Like the modeling of the environments is pretty superbly done. I'll say that. These corridors and the details.
Laura! Wait!
It's okay. We don't want to hurt you.
God damn it. Now.
Can we get a close-up shot of Maria's face now? We got one of Laura there. Oh, nurse. Just stumbling around in the dark. You go get him, James. Remake James. Flickering overhead lighting. Yeah, I don't know. The modeling on these nurses, the animations, they seem a bit, they come off a bit ragdoll-ish. They even kind of look like those artist mannequins they used to wooden mannequins, miniature dolls they used to pose, but dressed up as a nurse. He pricked himself. Good lighting effects. Ooh, shotgun. Love me a good shotty. Oh. Sound effects are good. Creepy, squishy. The tried and true trademark pipe. Oh, that kind of scared me. Also, his line figures in the hospital now too. You to deal with. Oh, the big boy's got to be showing up here at some point. Mr. Head of the Pyramid. Oh, we're gonna get a look at the Flesh Lips boss creature.
How do you know about Mary?
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying. Alright, I'm sorry.
Fine! Don't believe me! See if I care!
Hey!
Let go!
I'm sorry, Laura, but I can't let you just run around this place. You might get hurt.
Hurt by what?
Just stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Fine. But there's something I gotta get. It's important.
Is it me, or
What is it?
do they look like they're made out of clay?
For Mary.
What?
I hid it. In there.
Flesh Lips.
Sure, this is where you left it?
It's in the back. Behind an old pipe.
Okay, wait here.
Should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh? Do ya?
Let me out of here, you little rat.
In your dreams, fart face.
They kept the fart face line.
There's something in here.
Sure there is. A big lying fart face. See a fart face?
Laura!
They're overusing it a little bit there. I gotta say, if Flesh Lips aren't my absolute favorite Silent Hill 2 boss monster design, it's up there. It competes for the #1 spot. Okay, alright, there's yet another really good look at the new Silent Hill 2, and we got a release date, October 8th.
皆さん、いかがでしたでしょうか？
Pre-order your copy
真の
now.
サイコロジカルホラーであり、シリーズ最高傑作として評
I
価
was
さ
gonna
れ
say,
たサイレントヒル2のストーリーはそのままに、本作ではよりその世界観に
The pipe?
没頭できるように、
Tried
ゲ
and
ームデ
true
ザインや
trademark
ユーザー体験を強化し
pipe
ていま
weapon,
す。
Silent Hill.
そしてすでに発表
No
いたしました
Silent Hill protagonist is complete without one.
10月8日です。こちらはプレイステーション5と Steam でリリースされます。また、プレイステーションストアと Steam にて本日から予約の受付を開始しています。これからご紹介する事前予約特典などもご確認いただき、アクセスしてみてください。
Pre-order
で
bonus
は、ここ
content.
からは
Ooh.
商品ラ ラインナップのご紹介です。
Different editions.
本作のスタンダー
Oh,
ド
would
エディシ
you
ョン
look
を
at that?
事前予約していただくことで特典としてミラのマスクがつきます。そしてプレイステーション5限定でロビー・ザ・ラビ
You
ット
get
のマスク
Mira
が
the
一緒なの
dog
です。
and Robbie the
続いて
rabbit
は
masks.
デラックスエディションのご紹介
That's
です。
cool.
デ
I
ラック
like
スエディ
that.
ションにはサイレントヒル2の世
Oh,
界
and
観
a
を
pyramid
より
head.
楽しんでいただくための
Helmet
デジタルアート
mask
サウンドトラック、そしてピラミッド
for
ヘッドのマ
James'
スクが
model.
含まれます。アートブック
Digital
は
soundtrack
アー
art
ティ
book.
ストの伊藤正宏さんがデザインしたフリーチャーのほか、登場するキャラクターやさまざまなロケーションのコンセプトアートが130枚以上収録されています。また、
Official
サウンド
art
トラ
by
ッ
the
クは
man
今
himself,
回の原作と同じように
Masahiro Ito.
山岡明さんが手掛けており、原作の楽曲のアレンジ版とか新
That's
曲も収
definitely
録され
something
てい
worth
ま
owning.
す。どちらもシリーズファンの方には満足いただけるコンテンツになっていますので、
I do wonder
楽
about
し
the
みにしてい
music.
ただ
Is
け
this
れば
all
と
going to
思い
be
ます。
just exactly the same
そして
stuff
デラッ
from
ク
the
スエディショ
original
ンも事前予約
Silent
していただ
2,
くこ
or
と
they
で
say it's
特
new
典としてミ
new
ラのマスクと
compositions,
プレイ
arrangements?
ステーション5限定でロビー・ザ・ラビ
So
ッ
I'm
トのマ
glad it
スクが
isn't
入手
just
可能です。
a carbon
さらに
copy.
特別な特典と
It's
し
not
て
all just going
い
to
ち
be
早くサイレントヒル2を
exactly the
楽し
same
んでいた
music
だくこと
from
ができる48
the
時間
original
の先
Silent
行ア
Hill
クセ
2.
ス券をプレゼントいたします。こちらの一覧表で各エディションの特典を
Standard
ご確認く
edition,
ださい。サイレントヒル2をより早く体験
standard
でき、
deluxe
世
edition.
界観を丸ごと楽しんでいただけるデラックスエディションの事前予約がおすすめです。
Physical,
皆様ぜひご予約
digital.
の上発売をお待ちください。さて、
I'm looking at
コ
this
ナ
on
ミ
my
のゲー
tiny
ムの開
phone
発会社である
screen.
ブルーバーチームが
So
ファン
hard
ト
to
をお送りするサイレントヒル2
read
です
and
が、
make out there.
ブルーバーチームのスタッフからメッセージ映像を受け取っています。こちらをご覧ください。
Take it away.
I'm very excited for people to play this game. There's no one aspect that I could say that I want people to experience, because I want people to experience all of it. It's such a journey. It's such a big part of our lives, and I just want people to be able to see it.
See it, they will. Play it? Not until I
I think the biggest
can
challenge
afford
that
to
was
buy a
actually
fucking
how to make the
PS5.
game approachable for the newcomers who have not played the original, but at the same time to still retain the familiarity of the game that they remembers from 20 years ago.
Our goal from the very beginning was to maintain the game's atmosphere while modernizing the gameplay to make it competitive in 2024.
Make it competitive in
In the remake, the
2024.
story remains largely the same. However, with the magic of modern technology, we were able to expand on some aspects.
The hardest was designing combat. We want to be as faithful as possible to the original game, but also we want players to feel satisfaction while playing, remembering that we need to fit in horror genre standards.
Standards, she says.
So when making a game with static cameras, you as a designer have much more control over what players sees, where they go, and so on. The change for the third-person perspective was a challenge. That being said, it's a chance for us to expand this world, to show the players new elements that were previously inaccessible, and just make this game richer.
So the main thing that
Well, I hope
advised
you're
the
giving us
thinking
quite a
was
bit
the
of new
fog, because
content,
it was called classic in the
stuff to
original
explore.
game, and it's a veil that covers the
Otherwise,
world
why
that
bother
makes
remaking
the player to feel even more
such a
isolated.
masterful
New technologies
horror
gives them
title?
a chance to do things that were not possible during the earlier generations of video games. For narrative, this is very visible in facial expressions. We can tell so much through just the subtle changes of
There's
characters'
Angela.
faces.
But what about Eddie? We haven't seen him yet.
The presented gameplay footage shows the
Barely
fragmented
got any
city from
good
the beginning of the game and sections of Brookhaven
glimpses
Hospital.
of Maria.
The fight against monsters is prepared in a more tactical form, and it's mainly based on the varied designs of the enemies. James is not used to fighting, so his arsenal of attacks is limited. Adapting your approach to the situation
And the animation on these nurses, they just
However, your
seem
playing
so
style, among
loose.
other things, determines what ending you will discover.
I mean, it kind of moved like that in the original game.
細部までこだわって作っていますので、ご 期待ください。さらにゲームの中でジェームス役メアリーとマ
I
リア
just
役
feel
を
like
演
the
じてくれ
animation
た
was
キャ
more,
ストのインタビューも届いています。
what
こちらもご
would
覧
you
くだ
say,
さい。
solid?
So I'm Luke Roberts, and I'm playing James Sunderland in the
Luke
remake
Roberts.
of Silent Hill 2.
My name is Salome Benestafted, and I play Mary/Maria.
When you're playing an iconic
Salome?
character such as
Salome?
James Sunderland, you obviously have to respect the original.
When playing these characters in this game, the thing that I paid most attention to was the original game.
So the
So
voice
he's
actor is
not
doing
an
mocap,
action hero by any
just
means.
like in the
He is
original.
just a guy
That's cool.
who is a little lost at the top of this game.
Obviously,
and,
much
in
more
a
updated
sense of,
motion capture tech.
he is to a greater extent in a bewildered state. So it's very interesting charting his journey.
This one, we're trying to honor something that's already been made.
Unlike
So
the
it's
original,
not
however, I bet
me
that
creating something, it's me
they're
channeling
using
something.
mocap on
The
the
tone
facial
of this game is
expressions, unlike
very important. And
where Takayoshi
Team
Sato
Bloober were
and drew all
very
those
keen
himself,
to create an incredible
and
atmosphere,
animated them.
for the gamers.
I do believe that this will be trying its very best to capture and recapture the atmosphere, the vibe, and the story, and sometimes like the literal words and moments of the original.
本作では俳優の表情と演技をパフォーマンスキャプチャーすることで
Oh, it says it right
心理
there.
描写を強化していますので
Performance capture
ぜひ期待していただければと思います。
of facial
ゲームにつ
expression.
いての情報はここまでとなります。続いては映画 Return to Silent Hill の最
Return
新
to
情報が
Silent
届いて
Hill.
おります。ご覧ください。
The movie. Let's fucking go. You got for us today.
I came to Adam Silent to respect and passion. It's an act of passion.
Respect and passion.
The
Huh?
four first game are a masterpiece. Very modern, very transgressive piece of art. The second game is the most adult of all the second. It's the story of James Sunderland. He has lost his
Christoph Gans doing as he is often prone to do, talking a fancy game. So they replicated the mirror scene in the bathroom.
And find also somewhere the truth about himself. This film had an emotional label to the horror, and certainly because of that, the horror is even more disturbing, even more unsettling. I consider that the first film was like an epic journey for horror. This one is much more like a deep dive into the psychological horror. The first film, production design of Silent Hill was a big thing. I remember that all my energy was on it. On this one, I had the great surprise to
Well, of course, yeah. Production design is a big thing with any video game adaptation. You know, style, visual crap. But it can't just be that.
The level of enthusiasm that I had to create that strange world
Nurses.
was quite unexpected. I was thinking, I will have to expect.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting an actual trailer here. Not even a teaser, just, yeah, more BTS footage. But this is, I'll take it. It's interesting.
So high because it's made by people. So that's very gratifying, very emotional.
Christoph is really faithful and respectful to Silent Hill, and that's why Konami has
Respectful and faithful to Silent Hill. Based on what that first movie did? Look, I'm a big believer in second chances, so I'm actually rooting for Gans here.
If the first film has not aged badly, it's because the creature were accurate.
That he can do I'm not expecting an amazing translation of Silent Hill 2 to screen. Just give me a somewhat decent adaptation.
Which I think is actually very disturbing.
So yeah, this is like your second chance. I consider it. But this is it. This is your last chance. You don't get another one after this.
He was also the producer and the director of the game. So Akira Yamaoka,
Frankly, I think people are way too harsh on the second movie,
more than just a sound.
Revelation 3D.
I have a great knowledge about sound design, but I don't know any other music which would be like what was said. Yes, Akira Yamaoka is that's very important for me. I'm working on his creation. I never thought about that. It's exactly like adapting a great book. It's important to show respect and humility during this process.
I'm just not so complimentary to that first film Christophe
いかが
Gans
で
has
したで
made.
しょうか。映
But
画の完
that's
成が
me.
楽しみになりますね。
We'll see what he
ゲー
can
ムと
do
は
with
少し異
the
なる
a
回線
straight
で
up
作られたもう
Silent
一つの
Hill
サイ
2
レントヒル2。ゲームと映
adaptation.
画をぜひとも両方体験してみてください。続いては、サイレントヒルシリーズの最新グッズ情報をご覧くだ
I
さい。
hope I come out liking it. Like,
最初
honestly,
にご紹介する
I
のは
don't mind the
サイレン
second
トヒル2のグッズです
Silent Hill movie, Revelation 3D.
まずはグッドスマイルカン
There's
パ
some
ニー
cool
の商
stuff
品
in
で
it.
す
There's some good stuff in it.
リメイク版
Come
サイ
on,
レ
I
ントヒル
acknowledge.
2より
Oh,
シリーズの新
Nendoroid
人気クリー
Red
チャー
Pyramid
レッド
Thing.
ピラミッドシングが
That's cool. I like those Nendoroid
オプション
little
パーツとして付
figurines.
属す
They
る
did one of
大刀と
Robbie.
槍を付け替えてお楽しみいただける仕様となっています次の商品はこちら月光より
Oh, the coin
6分の
bank
1スケール
with
貯金箱
Mira,
スタチューの予約受
the
付
Shiba
がい
Inu.
よいよ本日より始まります
That
物
would
語
be
の
super
全て
cool to
は
own.
柴犬のミラが操作していたという隠しエンディング通称イルエンドがスタチューになりました
Oh, my no, she was a
コンソー
Datanoka.
ルを貯金箱にすることで実用的なアイテムとなっています ファナ
This
ティッ
was
ク
all
から
you're
は
doing.
サイレントヒルに登場するさまざまなアイテムが実際の商品
Oh, the apartment coins.
まずはコインパズルセットとなります。
That's cool. That's awesome. I'd love to own
ブ
those.
ルークリークアパート105号室にあるドレッサーのくぼみに入れる3枚のコインを再現しました。コインは3枚セットでゲーム内
I'd love to
に
have
配
like
布した
replicas
ディ
of
スプレイボックスに
the
入れ
items from these games, the keys, puzzle items like those
パーソナル
coins.
キーカードとなります
Limited edition purple
こ
bull
ちら
key
も
card.
原
Oh
作の
yes,
サイレントヒル2
this kind of stuff. You know, like
ルイージマスター
Capcom made
コーディ
replica keys
の
from
ようなパーソナル
the
キーカードを再現しています
Resident Evil games, like the mansion
5000
keys,
件限
the
定シリアルナンバーを封入したものにします
RPD keys.
ご紹介した2商品以外にもご覧のグッズをご
Oh,
用意してい
Lakeview
ます
Hotel key
詳細は
fob.
ファナティックの公式ホームページを
Seal
ご
of
確認ください
Metatron medallion.
オフィシ
There's
ャル
some
コナミ
Silent
ショ
Hill
ップ
3
からの
stuff
商
in there
品を
too.
ご紹介します
Oh, and they're selling the James jacket again.
サイレントヒル2の主人公であるジェームス・サンダーランドが原作
They
で
had
出てい
that
る
for
アウター
sale
を
on
再
the
現したこちら
Konami
のジャケッ
website
トは
way
残ら
back when the
ない
original
ミ
Silent
ステ
Hill
リア
2.
スな魅力を醸し
released.
出しています謎めい
But
た
it's
主
like
人
an
公を体験したい
updated
方には
remake
ぴったり
version.
のアイテムですジェ
I
ームスの
take
ジャ
it.
ケットを着ればサイレントヒルの陰鬱な雰囲気を感じ取れるかもしれません続いてサイレントヒル
Well, you could also call it the
キーアート
Jacob Singer
です
army jacket.
リメイク版サイレントヒル2の
Shadow
キーアートを
box.
立体的に再現したシャドーボックスゲームの怪しげな雰囲気をご家庭のインテリアとしてお楽しみいただけますその他にもオフィシャルコナミショップではご覧のグッズをご用意しています
All the merch. So
続い
much
て
merch.
プレイステーション5で無料配信中のサイレントヒル
Can you get a load of all that
の紹
merch?
介です
Konami's throwing
現
at
在
you, Silent Hill
ノー
fans.
マルで150万以上のダウンロードをいただいて
It's good stuff, though.
これまでのサイレントヒルシ
Like
リー
it,
ズ
it's
のテーマ
not
を踏襲しつつ
it's
現
not
代に
crap.
生きる人々へのメッセージを盛り込んだ短編作品ですこれまでのサイレントヒルシリーズから独立した作品として遊んでいただけますのでぜひプレイしてみてくださいそしてそのサイレントヒルザショートメッセージからも魅力的なグッズが登場いたします月光より桜ヘッド6分の1スケールスタチューがただいま予約受付中ですコンセプトアーティスト伊藤正宏氏の完全監修を経て桜が象徴する儚い美しさと裏世界でプレイヤーを精神的に追い込む
Yeah, that's kind of a neat
心の
monster
恐ろしさを宿したスタチュー
designed by Ito-san,
不気味な
Sakura
中に
Head.
存在する美を表現するために体のラインや足の造形にも細心の注意が現れています続いてはサ サイレントヒルザ・ショートメッセージオリジナルサウンドトラックです。
I should give the
サイ
soundtrack
レントヒルシリーズを手掛けて
a
きた
good listen
山
to.
岡
The
明
short
が
message.
全楽曲の制作を行って
I
いま
can't
す。
play it because I don't own a PS5,
80
but
脚
I
以上
watched
の大ボリュー
somebody's
ムの中には
playthrough.
見られなかった未公開楽
But I'd
曲
really
も
like to
収録
focus
さ
on
れ
the
ており、
music, since
ファン必聴のアルバムになっています。
the one and only Akira
現在
Yamaoka composed the
Spotify や
tracks.
Apple Music などの各種音
I
楽
mean,
ダウンロードサービス、ストリーミングサービ
we
スで
don't
配
often
信
get
中
new
です。
new music from Akira.
皆さんいかがでしたでしょうか。
Silent Hill
サイレン
music
トヒル
at
シリ
that.
ーズの世界観を表現したグッズをぜひお買い求めください。それでは最後に
Own a
本
little
日ここま
piece
で
of
皆さん
Silent
にお
Hill.
届けしてきた中での一番のトピックスをもう一度。サイレントヒル2は10月
October
8
8th,
日発売。そ
2024,
して本
folks.
日から
Mark your
予約開始となっ
calendars.
ております。ぜひ皆さんこの配信の後にチェックをお願いします。本日はようやく
That's
サイ
only
レ
a
ントヒル
little
2
over
の
4
新しい
months
情報をお
away
届けすること
from
がで
now.
きて嬉しく思っています。ぜひ発売まで楽しみにしていただければと思います。また、このサイレントヒルトランスミッションでは、今後も継続してサイレントヒルシリーズの情報を皆さんにお届けしてまいります。続行を楽しみにしていてください。本日はご視聴いただきありがとうございました。
Owadimas. That was actually really pretty good. I enjoyed watching that. Well done, Konami. Bravo. Bravo. I give you claps. There. Alright, it's over. What do I do now? My day is complete. I got Sony State of Play and Konami Silent Hill Transmission. Oodles of PlayStation goodness. Yeah, I'm still all about that Astrobot Konami. Bikkuri.